Welcome to the lecture 10 of Predictive Analytics Regression and Classification course. In this part, we are going to talk about generalized linear model. Before we talk about generalized linear model, first we will talk about natural exponential family. Suppose y1, y2, yn are independent observations, n independent observations where yi has a probability functions which belongs to natural exponential family. Now typically natural exponential family can be written as in using some certain functional form h of yi e to the power eta of theta I t of yi psi of theta I. Y is the observations, yi is the observation, and t of yi is some function over the observations. Eta theta i's and psi theta i's are some known function. Typically eta theta I are known as canonical parameter, whereas h and psi are known functions. Suppose y1, y2, yn follow some observations from binomial distribution with m theta I. So what is the PDF of binomial distribution? The PDF of PMF of binomial distribution is mcy theta to the power y 1 minus theta to the power m minus y. So we can write this part theta to the power 1 minus theta to the power m minus y as theta by 1 minus theta to the power y times 1 minus theta to the power m. This part we can write as mcy e to the power log theta by 1 theta times y m log of 1 minus theta. Now you can see the probability function or probability mass function of binomial distribution can be expressed in the form of natural exponential families where mcy can be is nothing but our h of y log of theta by 1 minus theta, which is also known as the logit function of theta, is eta theta I, and then minus m of log 1 minus theta is psi theta. So h of y mcy eta theta is log of theta of 1 minus theta, also known as the logit function of theta. T of y is simple y and psi of theta is minus m of log 1 minus theta. So we can see binomial distribution can be represented as a one particular case of natural exponential family. So binomial distribution is a special case of natural exponential family of distribution. Let's look into the Poisson distribution. y1, y2, yn if follow Poisson distribution, Poisson theta I is the rate parameter. Then the simple PMF we know is theta to the power y by y factorial e to the power minus theta. This is, you can simply write 1 by y factorial e to the power log theta y minus theta. Now clearly h of y is your 1 by y factorial, your eta theta, which is a canonical form of parameter of log theta, and ty is y and psi theta is theta. So this is something, again we are seeing that Poisson distribution can be expressed as a special case of natural exponential family. Now interestingly, the support of binomial distribution is between 0 to m as a count variable. It can take, y can take value 0, 1 to up to m. Now Poisson distribution can take value 0, 1 to up to any value, or in a set of natural integers. Now let's look into the normal distribution. Suppose y1, y2, yn follow normal theta sigma square. Suppose sigma square is known for the time being. So the density function of normal is 1 over square root 2 pi sigma square e to the power minus 1 by 2 sigma square y minus theta whole square. You can write this entire thing as 1 by square root 2 pi sigma square e to the power minus y by 2 sigma square into e to the power theta y minus theta square by 2. This entire part can be expressed as a h of y 1 over square root of 2 pi sigma square e to the power minus y by 2 sigma square. Eta theta is theta, which is the identity function, turns out to be of theta itself. T of y is y and psi theta is theta square by 2. What we found that natural Normal distribution is also a special case of natural exponential family. Now, normal distribution is a continuous, the variables of normal is y's are the continuous random variables. Remember that. So, binomials are the discrete random variables. Poisson are also discrete random variables. In case of normal distribution, the variables are the continuous random variables, and all these family of distribution falls into the special category of big class of family called natural exponential family. Now I'm going to talk about generalized linear model. Suppose our target variable y belongs to a distribution which belongs to natural exponential family with parameter theta I with probability functions of this form. Now we second component we define as a link function eta of theta I equal to zi. Z is some unobserved variable, and then the third component is called systematic component, which is zi equal to xi transpose beta. Xi are the feature variable or the predictor variables. Now this representation of the generalized linear model can be presented a little bit concised way, that yi are the target variable which follow a natural exponential family, belongs to a natural exponential family with probability functions which can be expressed in this form, and eta of theta I can be expressed as a xi transpose beta with xi's are the feature variable, the vector of feature variables. Now I can model simple regression as a special case of generalized linear model. So I can say that yi are my target variable which follow normal theta I sigma square, and this has this natural exponential family. The probability function can be modeled into a natural exponential family with eta theta I is theta I. We have seen it before, which is equal to xi transpose beta. So theta I equal to xi transpose beta. So that means yi follow normal xi transpose beta comma sigma square. That is what the simple regression with GLM in the form of GLM structure we can figure out, we can present. Next, we will talk about something called count regression with GLM structure. Suppose my random variable is a count variable. It could be the number of viral load in a particular concentration. It could be the number of goals scored by a particular team in a football match, or it could be number of wickets taken by bowler in a cricket match. So y sub I is the something to be count which you can count. Yi follow Poisson theta I, and we believe the count variable can be follows Poisson distribution with parameter theta I. F of yi given theta I, the probability function, you can write it in this way, and theta I is the rate parameter, and log of theta I can be modeled, or the log of the rate parameter can be modeled as a xi transpose beta. So that's how you can model the count variable. As if your target variable is a count variable, then you can model it through Poisson regression, also known as Poisson regression, through a generalized linear model structure. Next, we will discuss that how can you represent a simple binary classification model through a GLM structure. Suppose yi can take only two of the possible values, 0, 1, red, blue, or something. If it is a red blue kind of situation, you can code red as 1, blue as 0. If it is case of, say, a simple benign cell or a cancerous cell, then you can model it as a 1 or 0. If it is a cancerous cell, then it is 1. If it is a benign cell, then it is a 0. So y sub I follow binomial 1 theta I, and you can present the probability function of a binomial 1 theta or Bernoulli theta distribution in this form, which is also belongs to a natural exponential family. Now log of theta by 1 minus theta is known as a logit link function, and that can be expressed as a log of theta by 1 minus theta equal to x transpose beta. So interesting thing that you can see that classification, binary classification model, Poisson regression model, simple linear regression model, all can be modeled through a general structure of generalized linear model. And this is, you will see, a consistent throughout many research paper or research process in statistics literature. So in 1980s and 1990s and the first decade of the century, what we found that there was a significant effort to develop models or methodology and analysis using generalized linear model. And the statistician took this route of developing results on generalized linear model. The reason is, if you can develop a new methodology or some enhancement of the methodology, then that methodology will work immediately on the regression kind of setup, on the binary classification kind of setup, on a Poisson regression or count regression kind of setup. So that was one of the reason this generalized linear model became a big part of the statistical machinery, and it has its imprint on the R computation also. In one of the major work for any model is how I compute this coefficient for each predictor variable, regression coefficient that I have to compute. You can compute this using, again, some optimization subroutine by minimizing the negative log likelihood. How you do that? So negative log likelihood is minus sum of log of f of y given theta. Now what is theta? Theta, if you look into that, eta of theta equal to x transpose beta. So I can write, if eta is typically monotonic function, then theta is equal to eta inverse x transpose beta. So I can write theta equal to eta inverse x transpose beta. So wherever there I find a theta I in my negative log likelihood function, I replace it by eta inverse x transpose beta, and then I just pass it through a optimization subroutine, and I can compute the MLE of a generalized linear model. So it means all I have to do, that I have to just, I have, if I write a generic code, programming code, all I have to do, I have to just mention what is my probability function and what is my eta or eta inverse. That's it. And rest of the thing automatically will take care, whether it's a classification problem, whether it's a Poisson regression problem, whether it's a simple linear regression problem, it will automatically taken care of. In GLM, in R, you can implement GLM using the GLM function that is available in the stats package. So for simple linear regression, you can plot the formula. Suppose you have two features, x1 and x2, so you can model the y as a function of x1 plus x2, and the family is Gaussian and the link is identity link, because you remember that in the simple linear regression your link is eta theta I equal to theta I equal to x transpose beta, which is a direct one-to-one function and there is no functional form. It's essentially an identity link. So that is what you need to mention, the link is identity link, and of course you have to provide the data name, the data. In the classification with logistic regression with logit link, you can again call the GLM, same function, stats, and same formula. You have to just give the same way for y follow x1 plus x2. Here you have to change the family from Gaussian, you have to give binomial, you have to provide link equal to logit. Similarly, for count or Poisson regression, you have to change the family from binomial to Poisson, and you have to provide link equal to log, because if you go back, you look into the count regression, your systematic component, you modeling log of theta I equal to x transpose beta. So your eta inverse is e to the power x transpose beta. So it is a log transformation. So that's all you have to do. With this, I will stop here. Thank you very much. Please continue watching.